Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. Watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Roland Sands Ronin Signature jacket, available at RevZilla.com. New for the fall of 18, this is the Roland Sands Ronin Signature, the evolution of the classic Ronin jacket. I've been wearing my Ronin forever. This is the next step forward. Now, they've made a few key changes here on a jacket that still comes in two colors. You have your black and you have your tobacco. And if we look at it at a quick glance, base DNA hasn't changed. It's still inspired and developed by Roland Sands. It's still using their wonderful tumble-dyed waxed leather, which feels, looks, and smells amazing. But here are the key changes as you work into your Roland Sands Ronin Signature versus the predecessor. And most are positive. I only have really one major gripe. The first one is going to be the fact you now have 4 vents. Vents up here along the collarbone, top of the shoulder. You have 2 exhaust vents in the back. We didn't have that before. The second change is more important, and I'm a bigger fan. The fact that now you're getting included CE armor complement, elbow and shoulder, fully removable, but it comes stock. They partnered with Knox, and ultimately you have that included. You can also add a back protector. The third major change is that the leather is slightly different, and I'm okay with it because it feels, looks, and smells very similar. They went from a 1.2 millimeter airborne leather now to this waxed and oiled, but really UV stabled 1 millimeter leather. And it's going to be a top grain leather, a little bit thinner, but it still has a wonderful hand, still has a premium feel. Again, a little bit less waxing, but the big thing is on the previous Ronins, if you wore them a ton in the sun, they would fade on you over time. They would start to lose their color fastness. The new Ronin Signature now will hold its color. It will hold its black, which is a nice touch. It was a known quantity with the previous version. They developed it so that it might fade and break in. This guy's gonna stay true black. Now, I will tell you that with the upgrades and changes they've made to this jacket in materials, as well as the armor, and adding some of the tweaks, they've gone up about $105. So you're now cresting the $700 mark just ever so slightly, where the original Ronin was closer to the $600 range. I will tell you that materials costs have changed. The Ronin came out a long time ago, and ultimately they have to make these changes and they have to offset that. It's still an expensive jacket. It was an expensive investment or a larger investment before. It's still a large investment now. They're just banking on that this jacket is going to work better. I will tell you, as we dive into sizing, that's actually my biggest gripe with this jacket. It's still going to be a boxier cut. I'm not going to call it a classic American cut. I'm not going to call it sport or call it race, but it's a boxier sport cut. But while I'll tell you, I have Dan to my left. He's going to be 6'2", 240, 46 in his chest. He's only wearing a size large, and that is because when you look at the size chart, it's going to put him in a size extra large, which would make more sense. But these Ronins, just the Ronin Signature, all fit about a size big. So look at the size chart and choose the size down. Dan used the size chart with a 46-inch chest. It says extra large all day. But we know that this jacket fits a size big, creates a little bit of confusion. We're always here to help you out. But that's really our gripe. It still fits when he buys the right size correctly. It's just a little bit confusing getting your right fit. And you can see it in the articulation here in the arms. Again, it's going to work with what worked so well on the previous version. You can call us. We'll ship free over $39. And I also love it if you click our logo, subscribe to RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the new Roland Sands Ronin Signature. Now, some of the other nuances here. We talked about the venting. Remember, rubberized snaps now, they're not going to scratch anything, and they still snap back. You also have Cordura at your collar as well as your cuffs. One of the things I'm going to call out very clearly here is that we were told last minute that in final production, the perforation scheme on the inside of the arms is going away. So what that's doing is making it a little bit better of a truer jacket from a seasonal perspective for more 2 to 3 season wearing. The original version was more geared for hot weather riding. This version is more classic leather, which is going to be 3 season warm weather. Keep that in mind. Make sure that you're thinking about that, and you know that this perforation will not be there on the final version. Basic hand warmer pockets. You do see some perf for accent down along the cuffs. You have a couple pockets on each side and some debossed Roland Sands logoing. Again, very muted, a little bit murdered out. It's meant to be svelte, kind of a Batman of leather jackets. Now turn and face that way for me. You can see the clean line here. There's my shoulder armor, my elbow armor. It's a softer CE rated armor. And then even the stacking here that they've done with these bands, it's one of the classic Roland Sands Ronin features. They've continued that through. And if you look along the side down the waist, you're going to see you do have the ability to open up that gusset depending on your build. Here are the 2 back vents. I can't stress enough the smell, the feel, and the hand of this jacket. Still feel great. A little bit less wax than the last version. Turn backwards for me there, Dan. If we look at the back here, you can add your own Knox back protector. It will fit if you want to go CE1 or CE2. And again, just a very clean design. Notice there's no reflective on this jacket, but that's by design, and I'm okay with it because, again, this is meant to be murdered out premium crossover with a retro inspiration here at the high end of the leather jacket that's not race-oriented world. Come back around to the front for me there, Dan. Let's open it up. If you look at the interior guts, the previous version used to be gold. These are going to be blacked out. You got to go a little further than that. There you go. Blacked out interior, no longer satin. Now it's going to be a micro mesh just to promote breathability, especially since they're dropping that perforation. You do have perf on the inside of the plackets here, again, finishing it off, making it stylish. And both sides have these kind of, I call them the hat pockets. They call it the carry pockets. I call it the hat pocket. Fits a hat perfectly against your side if you're riding. This side happens to have a Napoleon pocket, which is going to be waterproof as well. They did not have that waterproof pocket on the previous version. Zip that bad boy up. So all in, the next step in your journey is to click the info button, your desktop, your mobile. Visit the product detail page for the Ronin Signature from Roland Sands. Read other rider reviews. Don't just take our word for it. As always, we're here to help you. 877-792-9455 or cs@RevZilla.com. Remember the fit scheme sizing chart issue with this jacket. We're happy to walk you through it, but it is pretty simple. Look at your size and then pick a size down based on what the size chart tells you. As always, I'd love it if you subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Leave us your comments, request your feedback, but stay up to date with our opinion of the latest and greatest in the motorcycle universe. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.